to go down. Yeah. Go down. Oh, go. Lay down. Now I'm about to go lay down. I'm about to go lay down. Look at your neighbor and say, go lay down. Hey, glory, hallelujah. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Hey, everybody. It is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. How are you doing this evening? Yes, we got to talk about it. I hope you grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack. Please hit the like button as you come on in. We have to talk about a couple of things. Okay. Hey, Miss Sparkle, Tripsy's Treehouse, Mrs. VSNC09, African Lemonade, that sexy toy lady. Hey, y'all, please come on in the room. Please like, share, subscribe. Please go grab a friend. Tell them, why are you not here? Okay. All right. Sorry, boys, trying to get my attention again. That's right, boy. It's okay. All right. You gonna be good? You're going to be trying to part of the show. Please also subscribe to my dog Boy. My name is Boy the Dog. That's my dog's channel. Okay, that's right. Isn't that right, Boy? Okay. So hey, Miss NW50. Hey. Can one of the mods please go and grab Boy's link to his channel, or at least the last video that I did about Boy. Wait, someone says you're a pinky toe from the clouds? Who said that? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Hey. Let me take this down. Boy. Hey, everybody. It's Let Me See Your Transcript. Your very favorite history teacher. Thank you so much for waiting. Just got home and trying to get ready for, it's so school night. Back to classes this week. So came home, walked the dog, getting my clothes and stuff ready, and my lunch and stuff ready for tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna talk about that Dog Cigar Mafia. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Stefan. Thank you so much. I gotta make sure it's popping, make sure it's cool. Hey, Nova Real Show. Y'all, please check out. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Please subscribe to my dog Boy. He has his own channel. We need to get him to 100 subscribers so that he can go live. Because I want to have like a dog live stream. So everybody bring their dogs and we have like a doggy live stream. Okay. So yeah. So we're going to have to talk about, let me go share a screen. Okay. We are going to have to share. Okay. We are going to have to share. First, talk about Antonio Brown. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, hey, Nappy Yankee, thank you so much for being here. Hey, everyone. So please subscribe to my boys' channel. Link is in the description. Also, please support the channel by, sorry, is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Okay. Please support the channel by Cash Apping me. Let me see your transcript. Okay, or you can send a super chat or a super sticker, or you can become a member of the channel today and get extra privileges. How's everyone doing? Hey, Vesper Martini. Hey, everybody. Please come on in. Please like, share, subscribe. So, over the weekend, a lot of my friends are watching sports. Okay. There's a game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and I believe it's the New York Jets, right? And during the game, Antonio Brown, who is I was told a wide receiver, just ups and leaves in the middle of the game. Now, if some of you don't know, last month Antonio Brown was suspended for a few days because they found out that he faked getting the vaccine. He turned in a, I guess, fake vaccine card. Now, everyone has the right whether or not they want to take the vaccine or not, but you are playing on a team with other people in close proximity. And if your job is telling you to do something, then you need to do it. Now, that's just me. And also, it seems that Antonio Brown has gotten into a number of different situations. Okay. Situations since I think Max V was talking about this, Max V World Media, that I think since 2017 or 2018, he got hit really bad. And that since then, his behavior has been like erratic, or you could say consistently inconsistent. Okay. Hey, Mrs. VSNC on I see you guys are telling me something too, because I did see where it said after the game, basically it said, "Oh, he's suspended, he's off the team." Then I saw an article last night. It said it was from Fox News, and I understand Fox News said that his name was still listed on the roster, and that he was not let go. So it's like still up in the air. So. But after the game, there's also another video where he is in an Uber and he seems in a pretty good mood. Okay, I saw something today said Antonio Brown, unless I was wrong. Okay, Dr. Murmur. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, it does seem unfair. Then, I believe either today or last night, I think it was yesterday, Antonio Brown tweets that he was acting the way he was acting because, well, a couple of things he said. He was hurt, his ankle or something. They wanted him to play hurt, which I can understand. Yeah, you should not be playing hurt. I could totally understand that. But when you run off the field after taking all your clothes, well, half your clothes off, I just trying to figure out how hurt are you? But then again, I understand you running off the field probably is different from running in the game and having other men possibly, tackle you or take you down. Okay, I understand that. But when I looked at the videos I'm going to show you, before I show it, let me put this up. Okay. Disclaimer, this video is protected under Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay. So I'm going to show you this clip. Yeah, I do think he has some issues, possibly CTE. I do think he has issues. I totally agree with you about that. Dog Cigar Mafia. Okay. And so I'm gonna show you the video. I'm gonna show you the whole. Hold on. Oh, it is okay. I'll show you the whole screen, and you just look at it for yourself. Like there are one or two, or maybe three different reasons. We can say what is going on here. Okay. Hey, Speaking Truth for Roxanne. Please check out Speaking Truth for Roxanne's latest video about narcissistic mothers. Very great and informative discussion. Okay. All right. So let me play. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, there's another teammate nearby who is like trying to talk to him, maybe saying, hey man, chill out, cool down, go have a seat. It's gonna be all right. I got you back. Or maybe he's saying don't leave. Okay. Okay. So first, he is taking off. Is it a jersey? Is it a color jersey with the shoulder pads underneath? And he looks like he's about to toss it. Yeah, he tosses it. He's walking away. He's taking off the gloves. Oh, he's taking off the shirt too. Oh, he's throwing it? Oh, the gloves too? Everything. Okay. Oh, we doing like some Magic Mike stuff. Okay. Oh, now he's hyping up the crowd? Oh, he's saying goodbye. It's kind of polite, People trying to,
Native.
Sorry. It's the next video. Why is it doing that? We got to talk about him later. Okay. So let's stop sharing. Okay. Okay. So okay. So Dr. Marcus said, hey, he has probably CTE. HM says Sonny Templeton's a bit is still an absolute turd, but I've been there. Something similar happened to me in college regarding my neck. Okay, I can understand that. Signature I say, oh, he's a little cray cray. So So I have a couple of things about Antonio. Okay. And Antonio Brown, if you're watching, just let you know, I love you with the love of the Lord. Love you, black man. Even though some people say I shouldn't say I love you to every black man. But in this case, I love you. Yes, and I know you got a white wife and 3 biracial kids. Hey, that's fine. I don't think I've ever heard you say anything bad about black women, as far as I know. But I still love you. I'm still concerned about you. Okay. What I saw on that field in that clip, to me, he was having a mental episode. That's what I feel. I don't know if it was brought on by, hey, the coach wants me to run, me in this game hurt. Maybe he had some other stuff that was running through his mind from his home life, his personal life, childhood. Maybe the guy on the team said something to him crazy. We just don't know what he said. Something set this man off. You took off your jersey with your pads, your undershirt, your gloves, and you threw it into a crowd of people. Then you jogged, you waved at everybody, and left. Like the game was over, but the game wasn't over. You didn't talk to a coach. You didn't talk to a manager. You didn't talk to some other official. Like what was going on. And then later on, we see you in the Uber all giggling and smiling. Then on one of your tweets, you said, oh, I'm a super gremlin. Something's not right here. Now, after the game, okay, now let me ask this question. Is this Antonio? Wait, what did he do? It is about Antonio Brown. No, Antonio. Steven, don't start that. You saw my title and you saw the thumbnail. Don't start that now. Don't start that now. Now you can. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Like I said, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to correct yourself and delete your own message, or should I help you? We're gonna be cool over here. All right. Thank you. I was giving him an opportunity to do that. Okay. Okay, Y'all need to stop trolling me. Stop. Let me show this. Who is this Vesper and I Stefan? Huh? It says I love you. So go lay down. Did it look like Antonio Brown to you? No. Wait, you said he left the Pittsburgh Steelers in the same circumstance? Hey, the incomparable Spotto shot him. Hey, Octavius Prime. Hey, Poetic Flacco. Okay. So, okay, no problem. Got your message. Okay. So what? Like I said, I just feel like this was an episode. I know, but my title of the video, it says Antonio Brown. But let me ask a question. Is this what he said, the reason why he left? And can someone else corroborate what he said? Was the guy that was next to him trying to tell him to stay? Did he hear him say that he was hurt and that's why he was leaving? did the manager, the coach, whatever, the therapist, or whoever over there, did he tell them, like, hey, I'm hurt, I don't think I should go out there and play? Did he go tell Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady was really trying, seemed very calm, trying to be careful about what he said. You know, because I can definitely understand him not. No, the coach told Jay Glacier. Hold on. Let me go. No, the coach told Jay Glacier. Then Bleacher Report dropped the report. The coach thought he was faking an injury. Adam Schefter reported that is what happened. Hey, can one of the mods catch that bot? Thank you so much, Miss Sparkle and Miss BSC and I. Appreciate that. Okay. So I'm just like, okay, let's look at the video again, because I'm hold on. Let me put okay. Let's look at the video again. Okay, as I guess in fair use. Okay, let's go share, because I gotta look at this again. I wish I can find another angle of it too. Okay. So, hold on, let me go back. So the man is saying something to him. He's taking off the jersey with the shoulder pads. He's saying something. He's taking off the gloves now. He throws him into the crowd. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of expected him to drop his pants too. I ain't gonna lie. Now he's like hyping up the crowd, jumping jacks or something. Now he running off. If you're running off, what was he hurt from, y'all? What did he say he was hurt from? Okay, the Bucks confirmed he told them he was hurt. He was really hurt. The coach thought he was faking an injury. Okay. What was supposed to be his injury? Because he hopped, skipping, and jumping really good now. But then again, like I said, that's different from you running onto a field with a whole bunch of 300, 200, 300-pound men coming after you to tackle you. Wait, what did Peter Henry say? Oh, yeah, that's a bot. Thank you for catching that. Hey, German aboard. So he had an ankle injury. He tweaked. Okay. He tweaked his ankle. He missed about 5 weeks with the injury this season. He played great the first half, but he believed to have tweaked it while playing. Okay. What he's going to need to go do, he's going to need to go to a doctor, sports medicine, have the ankle checked, and then make a press conference with the doctor nearby and say what is wrong with his ankle. Because right now, I'm looking at him take off his pants, his jersey and his pants, his gloves, and his undershirt, start running or jogging, excuse me, do some jumping jacks, and jogged about the game. So I'm just thinking, if I have a ankle injury, maybe I shouldn't be doing all that. Shouldn't I be limping out? And see, that's what I think. I think he had a breakdown. I think he had a mental episode. And at first I kind of thought like, oh, did he take a bump of coke or something? Did he take some pills or something like that? Then I thought like, well, you in the gang, someone would have saw, unless it was in your Gatorade. But I was like, I think this is a mental episode. This man needs help. And people who are saying, oh, he's messing up with the money. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's arrogant. And now you say, oh, he's fighting injured. But I'm seeing him jogging out of the stadium. Right now, what he needs to do, or what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to do, and Brady, okay, needs to call Antonio's house, okay, speak to his wife, say, hey, Mrs. Brown, I'm coming over to talk to Antonio, and I'm going to take him somewhere to get him some real help, because I want him to still be on the team. I want him to be able to support you and the 3 kids. So if you can go into your bedroom and pack him a nice bag with some clothes, okay? And then go tell him that Tom is coming by to take him on a trip. Something. So Tom needs to go over there, maybe with some more people, that the one that was trying to talk to him. I will sit down with him and say, hey, I want you to be on the team. Yes, you shouldn't have to play hurt, but I want you to go somewhere so you can get your mind together, because I'm really, really concerned. Okay? And need somebody that he can trust, because he needs to go to a hospital. Because at first I was like, he needs to go to a psychiatric hospital or he needs to go to rehab. Something. He needs to go to a hospital or some type of mental health clinic, center, the little places they let you go out. It looks like a spa, whatever, but it's really like a mental health place, but it's for like rich people. And he needs to go there, and they're saying, hey, you can come back and play on the team, but you got to stay here a week. And you got to do what they want you to do. At the end of the week, I'm going to come pick you up. I'm going to take you home. Like, it needs, like somebody in HR, the coach, like I said, Tom Brady, they need to get together. I need to figure this out, because right now, he needs to go somewhere so he can go lay down. I love you, Antonio Brown, but you need to go lay down somewhere. Somewhere, some type of psychiatric hospital, resort, up on the 5th floor somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere in the suburbs, somewhere they send the celebrities, and you check into your nice room, and you go to your therapy, you take the meds, and you somewhere they say, here, you can stay here, you can rest yourself, and you can lay down for a week. And don't worry, we're gonna have a nurse come in, check you every hour on an hour or every 30 minutes. Because you gotta check on them, because you just can't leave somebody in that mental state, especially with some bed sheets and stuff. You don't want them to do nothing to themselves. But like, yeah, he needs to work up. He needs to be able to go somewhere and lay the hell down. Okay? So I don't know, childhood friend, parents, wife, Because right now she got to worry about the kids and him around. Like, she gonna need some help. Okay. So, Tom, if you're watching this, go talk to the coach. Go talk to the doc. Like, find a place, Google it. Go call HR or something. They got this thing with HR called the Employee Assistance Program. And if a person is having some mental issues or needs some help, that HR will give you the information you can call, and basically your job are going to pay for you to have 5 free sessions. Okay? You need to talk to someone. Okay? All right? Right? Dang. Yes, I need understanding. So yeah, so if he has CTE, yes, I agree. He needs an MRI, CAT scan, whatever you got to do. Psychological evaluation, had a psychologist evaluate him, had a psychologist talk to him. He can have individual therapy. He can have group therapy. They can have some activities for him to do. Some puzzles or something, some coloring, something. Watch cartoons, do some journaling. Is there some yoga to help you? But above all things, wherever they take you, your ass needs to go lay down and lay in the bed, throw the cover over you, and just sleep. And when you're not sleeping, have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him about your troubles. Because you got some trouble, sir. You halfway stripped out on the football field in the middle of a damn game. That's not normal. That's not what an average person does. That is not how you respond where you're in a conflict. Because what if someone thought like, oh, this is some random streaker and send security in to talk to your ass? Is Kanye really taking his man? I hope so. I guess when he saw that guy from SNL with his wife, he was like, oh, I gotta get my shit together. I'm just saying. I was gonna tell you, when you put one of these green apple single in a bottle of green apple Smirnoff, delicious. I'm telling you. Delicious. Oh yeah, he moved across the same street. Moved across the street, yeah. Which is actually good for the kids. They don't have to go that far. But still, it's like, dude, you should have did this a long time ago. You wanted to run for president. You wanted to go have church, Sunday church service out in the desert. No, we don't need them to collab. 2 mentally ill people who are not on their medication, and one just got on his medicine. No. No. Hey, a be tired. Hey, New Covenant channel. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the like button. Please like, share, subscribe. Hey, HM. Miss NW50. Hey, Mary L. Yeah. So if he is really injured and not faking it, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should have took him seriously. Because they also could have avoided this conflict. You dismissed one of your players who actually helped you get a Super Bowl championship, right? You thought it was faking? Y'all don't have no extra doctors over there? Speaking to wrestling, y'all need to leave my baby daddy alone. Okay, I'm just saying. Tom Brady, call the coach, gonna let it play. Tell him, hey, I'm gonna go by Antonio's house, pick him up. His wife gonna have a bag. Matter of fact, tell her don't let him see you pack a bag. Tell her pack a bag and then put it in the hallway closet. And when he get there, hopefully bring some people with him and have a little sit down and talk with him and say, hey, look, I'm gonna take you somewhere so you can get some help for about a week. Get yourself regulated, get your mind together so you can go lay down. Okay? Just saying. Dog Cigar Mafia, you are so bad today. Yeah. So, love you, Antonio Brown, but you need to go somewhere lay down. Get some help, sir. I'm serious. All right. Can someone catch that bot, please? Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, he don't do black women, but this black woman wants to say, hey, I love you, but you need to go get some help. Because my thing is this also, if we want to look at it as far as like, hey, me being empathetic, you know, but also it's also being empathetic to society at large. Is your next episode going to be you being violent to someone? Your wife, your kids, your mama, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, or some stranger, some fan? I'm really glad the Uber driver is safe. Okay. Remember the other guy? I forget his name. He had CTE. I know, not CTE. He had mental health problems. He went to his psychiatrist's house. I think it was a psychologist. Killed him and his wife. Like, oh, your baby daddy is Kanye. Not having a strong black woman is his problem. Is that really his problem? Because there are black men with mental problems whose black wives are suffering. Think about Rajay Black. He killed his ex-wife who was black. There are some black women suffering with black men with mental illness. And I'm just going to say this for all the black men out there. Black men, we love you, but we hate your fucking mental illness. And that is why there are women who are leaving their husbands. Like, hey, I can't do this anymore. You won't get help. You say you got it under control and you don't have it under control. And really, Kanye West is really a prime example. And right now it's Antonio Brown too. You have all this money to go get professional help, but you don't think nothing wrong with you. And basically, Kim Kardashian had to literally get with some SNL guy for you to get your stuff straight in your head. Not her crying in the car with you. Just saying. And also, there are black women with mental illness, and there are black men who love them, and they just have to do. They're in the same predicament. But we can have that discussion another time. Because right now, some black women are like, we're being too strong. Because it's affecting our health, our mental health. Okay. All right. So next on my list, Lord, we gotta talk about Marshall Jeannie Daniels, better known as Young Pharaoh. So, matter of fact, let me put the link in here to the video so that way you all can watch it yourselves. Because I do like to give you all the information. Hey, Kelly G. Okay, that's Antonio Brown link. Now I'm going to go to shout out to Romeo Mott. He did a very good breakdown of Young Pharaoh's video, which he has since deleted. The video should have never been made, which I notice he does that a lot. He takes down videos that he doesn't like. And the reason why I have this, and I know some of y'all are not with a hotepery, but with this, I need you to stay here. Stay here with me on this one. Young Pharaoh, from previous videos I've done, lives here in Texas. He was arrested over a month ago. He is charged with 5 counts of wait a minute, what's 5 counts? Oh Lord, I don't know, I had a brain freeze. No, one is assault of a family member, one is criminal mischief, and the other 5 are terroristic threat. Allegedly, he also shot up his baby mama house, second baby mama house. Okay. He says he's the smartest man ever, but I don't think he went past middle school. One video he said, "Oh, I was always on the honor roll, got A's and B's at Grabiard School of Excellence." I looked it up. It's an elementary school. He's had some episodes himself. He has said that when he was in, he had a gun charge in Buffalo, New York. He said, and I quote, that he was abducted by aliens. He said this. He has said that he is a descendant of the Anunnaki or something. I guess some Egyptian stuff. I guess that's why his name went Pharaoh. Okay. And he supposedly had an episode where basically his bodyguard had to take his gun away, which he has here in Texas. You know, Texas right to carry. But I'm not sure if he's supposed to have one if you have a felony, but that's a whole nother story. Because he had kind of like a psychotic or drug-induced episode because he ate some shrooms. He didn't, and when you say ate some shrooms, it's not like, oh, he ate 2 or 3. No, you ate the whole bag. But then later on, you're going to say, oh, I had an episode. Someone put some shrooms in my tea. Sir. Also, he got a mental health check, by the way. Hey, Trip C Treehouse. But they didn't take him. He has said that he is wants to date the governor's niece. Last year, he tried to go to a MAGA event, but he said some anti-LGBTQ and I think also some anti-Semitic things as well. So they disinvited him. He has lost 2 YouTube channels. He sued YouTube. He was saying they were demonetizing his channel, taking it away. It's on appeal. He even said the founder or the CEO of YouTube needs to pay him. Her name is Susan Wojciak. Needs to pay him $50 million if he don't get his channel back. Because on his first channel, he has like over 100,000 subscribers, and that's a lot. Especially like right now, he has like 12. Ironically, his second baby mama has more than him. She has almost 17,000. Golden Beauty. But this is what he said that I'm just thinking like this is the reason why he deleted this video. And by the way, he like uploads like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day. Because he really is taking this like this is my career, this is what I do. He has a lot of company. Oh, by the way, check out Snatch Investigations. He's getting sued by a prepaid loan place. Sorry. Girl, he ate the whole bag. And there's a video which he's like I said, he's always deleting stuff. But someone, I forget who caught it. He's like to say, hey, y'all finna have some shrooms. It's a bag. The people was like, oh, you don't have that many. You just have a couple. He's like, I know what I'm doing. Took the whole bag. He started tripping out. Like the girl's face was melting, looking like a monster. Want to go get his gun and shoot her. Just a whole bag. When I say a bag, it's like a little bitty bag, but still, that stuff is potent. You never had it before. Yes, that's why he was wilding. It looked like he was having like a psychotic episode, but it was basically you were having like a drug episode because you took too many shrooms. But what he said on this video, I think this is he deleted it because they were gonna snatch this video right here. But for you to say this out your mouth, let me do this. Remember, I'm modeling for y'all what you have to do. This video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act, which has made allowance for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Shout out to Ramil Mott. Please subscribe to him. Tripsy, can you put his link in the chat for me, please? Thank you in advance. Tripsy said meth mouth. Oh, you think it's a meth mouth? Okay, so let me play this.
I know it's similar to that. I know a lot of people are probably going to hate me for it. I know a lot of people are probably going to be upset with me for it.
And this right here, by him opening his mouth right then and there, saying that I knew this is going to be unorthodox. I know people are going to hate me for it.
Mm-hmm.
That means that you know you're about to cause a lot of controversy, and you're doing it for clout. You're doing it to build this channel up. Because you said Joe Biden was a pedophile. What else did he say? He made a whole lot of claims. God damn. Picture fell out my lap. I need to take this back to the jeweler because this has been happening ever since my son got a hold of my goddamn necklace. Right there. So, by him starting off saying what he's saying, I know people are going to be, and he's going to say it in that little gipper ass voice that he always do. Always the same gipper ass voice he does it in to annoy you. He wants to annoy you. At this point, I don't know really take the shit that he's saying serious anymore because I don't know if it's a psychotic break or him just trying to build up his channel as fast as he can. So he's going to say all the outlandish shit that got him in trouble in the first fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to try to do? Resue YouTube again? I don't know. Let's hear what we got to say.
Mad at me about it, but I'm gonna say this: I'm not anti-Semitic. Okay, my jeweler is Jewish. I'm not anti-Semitic, but I do want to say this.
Okay. Fix it, Jesus. Okay. So let me just say this. Saying that I'm not anti-Semitic and my jeweler's Jewish, it's like a white person saying I got a black friend, so I can say the N-word. Like, no. It is very stereotypical. You just said my jeweler is Jewish. Just because he may agree with you or be okay with your statements don't mean the rest of the population of Jewish people believe so too. Same thing with white people saying the N-word. Because your friend says it's okay for you to say it, the rest of the 43,999,999 people who are African American in this country don't mean we agree with him. Your friend. We don't know your friend. I have Jewish friends. I'm sorry I said that. Never mind. I'm being stereotypical myself. Like, why you say that? Classmates, students? Like, you don't say that. Okay, thanks, Trip C Treehouse. Like, why are you like, don't you know that this is like what you're about to say is hate speech? Reinforces prejudice on a minority group. By the way, a minority group that has a lot of power in this country. By the way, not all Jewish people are rich. There are different groups of Jews. Some live very modest lives. And you're like, oh, my jeweler is Jewish. Really, sir? Really? Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Trip C's Treehouse, for helping me out. Y'all need to check out Trip C's Treehouse. But let's continue with what he gonna say out his mouth next.
Was right about the Jew.
You ain't gonna have no Jewish jeweler after you see this shit. Voice he does it in to annoy you. He wants to annoy you. At this point, I don't really take the shit that he's saying serious anymore because I don't know if it's a psychotic break or him just trying to build up his channel as fast as he can. So he's going to say all the outlandish shit that got him in trouble in the first fucking place. So what are you going to try to do? Resue YouTube again? I don't know. Let's hear what he got to say.
Mad at me about it, but I'm gonna say this: I'm not anti-Semitic. Okay, my jeweler is Jewish. I'm not anti-Semitic, but I do want to say this: Hitler was right about the Jew.
You ain't gonna have no Jewish jeweler after you see this shit. I guarantee you he ain't gonna want your motherfucking business after you see this. Levon, what's up? I guarantee you. His jewelry he ain't gonna have no Jewish jewelry after this shit.
I'm not anti-Semitic. Okay, my jeweler is Jewish. I'm not anti-Semitic, but I do want to say this.
And if you gotta say, I know. Listen to how he started it. I know people are going to hate me for this. I know they're gonna, call me anti-Semitic.
Hey, Book. Okay, so I'm gonna just stop it right there. The next thing he says after he says Hitler was right about the Jews, that's what he said. We couldn't make it out clear enough. He says he was right about the Jewish people, in regards to, I guess, the different types of, as far as the banking industry was concerned, like interest rates, finance. And he's like, yeah, you can even see it now. They control a lot of, like, in the banking industry. And I'm just thinking, like, dude, like I said to you before, not a lot of Jewish people are millionaires, middle class. There are, for example, the Hasidic Jews in New York live a very modest lifestyle. One of my classmates at Teachers College, we were talking about doing a inter dialogue, and she was telling me, she was like, people always think that all of us Jewish people are rich. It's like, I didn't grow up rich. Even though that might seem like a positive stereotype, it's not. And so for him to say this out of his mouth, like, dude, did you not get in trouble last year? Even the CPAC people, the conservative people, like, they may say some borderline anti-black stuff, but one thing, they're like, oh, we drawing a line at anti-Jewish stuff and anti-LGBTQ. Now you on your third channel, your other two got deleted, and you say this? And by the way, he deleted that video. It's not up there anymore. But someone, Ramil got it, and I think someone else got it too. Lewis 2K, I think, had it on his channel too. Hey, Angelica. Hey, King Cuts. Hey, A Lady 747. Hello, Angelica Diallo. Like, why are you saying this out your mouth, sir? And if you think it's true, why did you think it was an okay thing to say online? And like Ramil said, you ain't gonna have no Jewish Jew after this. As he done heard when you say Hitler was right about the Jews, that he basically commissioned to be exterminated because they wasn't German enough. Hitler basically instituted in Nuremberg, Germany, a racial system similar to Jim Crow South. Jewish people couldn't have certain jobs; they got removed from their homes. Their businesses got vandalized, similar to what happened in Rosewood, and also what happened in the Greenwood massacre. White Germans rolled up into the Jewish neighborhoods and vandalized their businesses because they were jealous of them being successful. A successful minority group not bothering nobody. Sir, don't that sound like some people you know? Like black folks? Why would you say that? There are people with tattoos on their arms, 80, 90 years old, who are probably the only survivors of an extermination that was ordered by a man, and you said the Jew that was right about the Jews? You don't say no shit like that. Go lay down. Take your ass to bed. Take your ass to bed, and Martini, take your phone. And don't you take no more damn shrooms either. And what's unfortunately what he said, I've actually heard other black folks say. But how are you on? And then on top of that, you're gonna talk about you want Susan Wojciak, who by the way is Caucasian, white American, Anglo American, the CEO of YouTube, to give you your $50 million, you get your channel back. Why didn't you do what Willie D of the Ghetto Boys, who lives here in Houston, who you probably should call up and ask him how did he get his channel back? Because his channel was deleted. He got a lawyer friend, not a lawyer friend. He had a lawyer here in Houston who partnered with a lawyer in California. And they were going to file suit against YouTube. Guess what? He got his channel back. What you doing? What you doing? That man lives here in Houston. You live over there out in Katy. By the way, you went to Katy, there's a lot of white neighbors and stuff. There are black folks and Hispanic folks in Katy. But you know why you went over there? Because you're trying to be in a different environment. You don't want nobody bothering you. You don't want nobody checking you because you think they're not going to know who you are. Because if you went to some black community, there's a percent chance that at least half of them people, or maybe even a quarter or a third, know who you are and call you on your bullshit. You're not fooling nobody. You couldn't come to Sunnyside, South Park, Acres Home, 5th Ward, 3rd Ward, not even Missouri City. And they're suburban, they're very black over there. You couldn't go over there and do that shit. You think your white neighbor's not looking at this shit? One of them probably called the cops on you for your wellness shit. Bringing it down the property value of their neighborhood. Angelica. Right. Where are they? They're all basically, this is what, I need to find a quote. This is what Taharka Bay, the Morris World TV said. He said, the black consciousness, quote unquote, leaders have adopted the black preacher model, changed some things, and doing the same thing in the black consciousness community for money. And this is the thing. A lot of them sound just like the black preachers. Instead of saying consciousness or a goon today or Ifa or Pharaoh, Anunnaki, instead of saying all them other guys, the black preachers just saying God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. That's the only thing. And this is the thing. The black preachers are reckoning hundreds of thousands, in some cases millions. Y'all over there getting all the other black folks nickels, dimes, pennies, everything. Flossing on the goddamn gram, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Now you got the next one I'm going to talk about, his ass on Clubhouse now. Who the fuck introduced him to Clubhouse? Right. Actually, Sandra Bland was actually from another location. She got a job at Prairie View A&M. And the day that she was going there for her job, she got stopped in Waller, Texas, Highway 290, about an hour away from Houston. by a cop. Waller, I don't know if you would say it's a suburb, more like a little country town in between big major cities. See, that's what I understand. He out here flexing and flexing, and I'm just like, there have been black men killed here in Houston. Ava Brazil. I forgot the other little young kid name. Something Chad Hawley. Right now, that they worried about the burglary rates. Right now, that's what the hot topic is. But they don't mean there could be a traffic stop gone wrong. We've had protests here. I have friends in Black Lives Matter. We've even had, even though I don't always like him, what's his name? He works with trying to find missing children or getting, criminals to come forward and turn themselves in. You in the South. And when they pull you over, they're looking at Marshall, Jeannie Daniels, not young Pharaoh off of YouTube. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you about this too. And by the way, he got mad at I think the first baby mama who caught him on his BS. Did you know that young Pharaoh had two parents with schizophrenia? And this dude talking about he was in jail and was abducted by aliens. Oh, and he wants to change his name too to Pharaoh. Is it Pharaoh Holy Ghost something? Is it? And I'm like, dude, they don't sound like. Go lay down. Put some babes in the chat. He need to go lay down too. You got a whole freaking court case. Hey, Aunt Must Be Logic, thanks so much for being here. Hey, Saida, thank you so much for being here. He has a hearing, next hearing in court. I think criminal court 2, or is it 7? I think it's 2. With Judge Erica Hughes in Houston, Texas, Harris County, in 2018 midterm elections, and again in 2020, like 19 or 20 African American women ran for judgeships. She was one of them. She got the cake. If you go to her court, everybody who's listening there, the judge, the court manager, the court clerk, the court reporter, I think the DA, and somebody else in the court, all women. This man used to say, oh, the black woman is God, the black woman is God. Now he on the line cussing out his baby mamas. Calling them the B word. Not taking responsibility. Oh, okay, hold on. This is oh my goodness. Pharaoh, Anunnaki, Holy Ghost, I tent. Lord, boy, you hear this? Sorry, boy, won't speak, bro. My thing is this: you got court appearances, You got next month. And you trying to change your name to this? And I do believe the Bible said, do not blaspheme the Holy Ghost's name. Now, I know there are men who are named Jesus. There are women who are named Maria de Jesus. I even had students with biblical and Christian names. But really? Pharaoh, Anunnaki, Holy Ghost, I 10. Go lay down. Go lay down until it's time for you to go to court. Because somebody gonna send one of these tapes you keep trying to delete, and they're gonna send it to Judge Erica Hughes. They're gonna send it to her. You need to stop. Go lay down. And stay down until your lawyer comes pick you up from court. Oh, by the way, his lawyer is a woman. Oh, by the way, he had another lawyer. Then he tried to go get his money back, and she called the police on it. Okay. Can you believe that? Hey, V to V. Hey, QT1. Hey. So glad you can make it. Hey, Holly B. Wait. Okay, stop. Hold on. Boy, stop. Holly B, I don't see anything from you. It might have been a YouTube monitor. YouTube has its own Google moderators that will delete stuff. I'm looking for your name. Stop it, boy. He wants me to keep rubbing underneath his chin. Yeah, I don't see. And I can see which mods delete things. And also, I do have my own list of blocked words too. I forgot what some of them were though. So if there was a word in there that was blocked, that's probably also why it didn't show up. Oh, you know why they call the popos on him? Because Kamel, his first baby mother, that he had a fight with, he attacked, domestic violence. Because she basically was telling him, like, hey, why are you talking to the kids like that? Because they asked for juice. And then he put his hands on her. And so she decided, okay, I'm not going to come down here and live so that, our son could be with, you could be a father to him. He could be with his sisters. Like, no, I'm not going to come down here when you're doing this. V to V, you might be on a delay. We already talked about Antonio Brown. I think he had a mental episode. He needs to go lay down in some type of psychiatric hospital or retreat center and lay down for a week. See a counselor, see the meds, get, have a little talk with Jesus while he's there and lay down. And he need to take young Pharaoh with him. Yeah. So, but yeah, your YP, Marshall, Jeannie, Daniel, you need to go lay down. Lay down until it's time to go to court. Yeah, he called when Kamel, when she got back to Buffalo, New York, she filed for child support. He got mad. And when you file for child support in Texas, in his case, they asked for a DNA test for paternity. He got mad about that. And he's like, well, I birthed all my children. I know that they're mine. I don't need to prove it, but that's the process. When someone puts you on child support, the state want to know, like, hey, is this still the real dad? No matter who it is. He got upset, went down to the lady office, talking about he want his money back. Y'all making me take this test. I don't like basically the lady don't know how to do her job, and she called the police on her. How long ago was that one? Okay. Okay, V to V. Yeah, entitlement too. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, sir, you had an episode on some shrooms. You got two parents that have schizophrenia, sir. You think you got kidnapped by aliens? And you want to change your name to Pharaoh? Hold on, what a name is again? What a name again? You want to change your name to this? You need to go over there to ACPC, over there off of South McGregor, fill out the paperwork, check yourself in, and go lay down. And had a nurse or one of them aides come check on you every 30 minutes in that place. You need to go lay down. Mm-hmm. ACPC's Harris County Psychiatric Center. He need to go on over there. Because you can go in voluntarily. He need to go in there and lay down. Mm-hmm. But I think they were home births or something. Like, I don't know what they were doing. Mm-hmm. Hey, defrauded charlatan. So glad you can make it. Okay, so last, but to me, certainly least. I'm sorry. That's all I do. We got to talk about Jermaine Shoemake, better known as Dr. Umar Johnson. He out here lecturing and giving history lessons. And Max V, KKC, I think even Nappy Yankee have talked about this, but I had to talk about this because my intro, the intro to my show. Hello, this is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Okay. And since he's supposedly back in Wilmington trying to track down the HVAC tech, said, wait a minute. You said he need a nap, Abilify, Adderall, Haldol. Yes. Haven't talked to a psychologist too, trying to figure out why he think he got abducted. So he's back from his tours. He did the Kwanzaa, 7 days of Kwanzaa, I think. Now he's back at FDMG trying to somehow we working, but trying to track down the HVAC tech. But I think because of this YouTuber named Dan Calloway, who is very much, I guess you'd say, supports the Black people or Indigenous or Native Americans. Okay. And a lot of the people who say that they are Indians or Native Americans do not say that they're Africans. And so Umar Johnson had his opinion to give. Now, some of what he said was like kind of made some sense, but then like he started veering off and doing some other stuff, and it was like, oh my goodness. But he's really what he's saying is really directed at Dane Calloway. Hey, Vernon Hatcher, please hit the like button as you come on in. Please like, share, subscribe. Wait, why Umar acted like he need Inspector Gadget to find that HVAC? Nobody's on the HVAC they built. This is the thing. He said while he was on his little lecture tour circuit, he had to be there for the HVAC to be installed. But if you check out Let's Get Into It with E and J, they said an HVAC tech works for an HVAC company. And the HVAC, they will send out the tech to install an HVAC. You don't have to be there for them to install it because the HVAC is outside, right? So they couldn't install it while he was away. And now he's back in town. He's like, oh, I'm trying to find it. Trying to find a tech? Call the company. They'll locate the guy. HVAC tech wouldn't have the HVAC. The HVAC company would have the HVAC. Hello. All right. But here he starts talking about, oh, let me put again, this video is supported by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976, which allows for fair use for purposes of criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. All right.
Native Africans of America. That's what you should be calling yourself. See, if you tell me that I do not descend from enslaved...
Hold on.
Native Africans of America.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should be calling yourself. See, if you tell me that I do not descend from enslaved Africans, I descend from the original Africans who came to America, I have no problem with that. If you tell me I do not descend from the enslaved African, I descend from the original Africans who came to America millennium before Columbus, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. You say, Doc, I am a descendant of the original African tribes in America. I have no problem with that. But that's not what y'all teach. That's not what you Pretendians teach. You Pretendians teach that you are not African. You have no African DNA. That's a problem. Let me tell you why that's the problem. And I don't care about y'all hating on me on Clubhouse. They've been hating on me on YouTube, and I'm still number one. I'm still.
He just got on Clubhouse, which I thought you had to be invited, but I think they may have changed the rules because, hey, if I can get an account on Clubhouse, which I can, if he can get on Clubhouse, maybe I could get on Clubhouse. I'm going to check it out. Wait. Hold on. There's no locked ladder access that leads to the roof on their property. I walked in myself. He's lying about needing someone at the property. See? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stephen, if you go to my description, there's a link to my Teespring store where you can buy one of these really beautiful cups. Okay.
Listen, I don't care how many Clubhouse groups y'all start trying to take down the champion of Black consciousness.
You just got on there.
They did it on YouTube, and I'm still here, and I'm still.
You want us talking about you?
That's right. That's
right. You got 2 channels.
Most degrees, most supporters, most requested. What? Stop playing with me. Only one with an institution, because you know we bought the whole block. Y'all talking about buy the block back? We bought the whole block. Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, we bought the whole block. Stop playing games. But here's the problem for you.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Didn't Luther Vandross sing a song talking about house is not a home if ain't nobody there? So is a school if ain't no kids there? a minute and go sit down somewhere.
Pretendians who say, I'm a Native American, but I'm not African. Here's the problem. The original Americans were African. Vasco Nunez da Gama. Look up the European.
Okay, so like this is the thing. I actually agree with him when he said about how he said the Pretendians, that they're saying that they are not African, but they're actually Native Americans and that they were here. I do agree with that. That's wrong. Okay? If we learn anything from history, and I also took an anthropology class, which I took an archaeology class, but I couldn't fit it in my schedule. I also took history classes. I also studied my minor was Mexican history in grad school. So I got to read books about the people who came before the Spaniards. Okay. If you look at the world, there was a whole civilization and millions of people in North, Central, and South America and the Caribbean that the rest of the world, which is considered the old world on the other side of the Atlantic, did not know about. Okay? They developed cultures, civilizations. The ones in the South are the oldest ones. You can actually go see their different monuments. Okay? They had a language, they had a system. They knew similar things to the Egyptians. It doesn't mean that they were Egyptian. It means like, hey, on the other side of the world, over time, people who are having time, because now you have a stratified class system, and they also have their own kings and queens and emperors. Thank you, the Aztecs, the Inca. All right. They can commission people to study the stars. So it wasn't just Europeans in Asia studying the stars. In Africa studying stars. Other people were too. Now, according to anthropologists and archaeologists and the things they have done, they have studied, they have said that, and also genetics, DNA, genetically, Native Americans in the Americas are genetically related to Southeast Asians. If you ever see Southeast Asians, they got brown skin. There's two ways that they could have gotten to the Americas. Before the Europeans, before the Africans, before the Vikings even. Okay? They're called pictographs. And different societies have different forms of hieroglyphics. That was just a term that they kind of like equated to a lot of different pictographs around the world. They're not all the same. Okay? What you need to understand is the ones in Southeast Asia who knew about, because by the way, Asia actually was very good as far as, remember, they're one of the oldest civilizations in the world. A lot of them already knew about astronomy, oceanography, making ships, going on expeditions and explorations. So a group of them went to what is now South America and either settled there or came back or established some type of trade system. The ones who were like in where Japan and China and all of that is, and probably up above them, also were travelers too. But this is what they did. I think his name is Xing Chang or Xing Chao, had one of the best ships in East Asia. He commissioned the ship got the ship manned. They went to India. And then they turned around and went back because for them, it was just the fact that, hey, we want to be able to do it. They actually had everything that they needed or wanted in Asia. Why do you think Europe was coming to Asia to begin with? Because they're the ones who had all the good stuff. There was already a land route called the Silk Road from the Mediterranean to East Asia. The Spanish and the Portuguese wanted to get to India and bypass the land route. So they used what they learned from the Arab caliphs who had conquered North Africa, Spain, and Portugal. They brought with them the seafaring, the astronomy, the oceanography, the ability, the navigation to make ships, which the Spanish and the Portuguese used to sail around the Horn of Africa and get to Asia. But what I'm trying to say to you is, they were not the only people in the world commissioning ships, going on explorations. The Vikings were actually one of the earliest to get to the Americas. They got to now what is Canada, probably in the 1100s. Before the Spanish and the Portuguese get to South America, there's, you say, theory that Africans also sailed in their ships and reached what is now Central America. There are statues where the Olmecs and the Toltecs live that look like Black people. How would they know how to make statues of Black people if there were no other Black people who were native there? That means there are some who arrived. Okay, there is a book called Before Columbus. Okay. So, just like those who probably came among the Toltecs and the Olmecs, there are some from Southeast Asia who came among probably the Inca, the Aztecs, and the other nation, and as well. And there was another group, they came by sea. Another group of Native Americans, sometimes we call them first Americans because they're the first ones to arrive. There are those in Asia who crossed the Bering Land Bridge, okay, because it was extremely cold weather. And so that basically Alaska and what is, I think, Russia were connected by ice so they can walk over. They're trying to find a warmer climate, find vegetation to eat, follow the animals who are also looking for warm weather. And eventually, 30 to 40,000 years ago, you have a first group of Native Americans arrive in South America, 20,000 arrive in Central America, 10,000 years ago, the next group arrives in what is the United States and then Canada. And if you ever notice, the Alaska Aleutian Native Americans look more like Asians in East Asia than the ones in Central and South America who look more like South Asians, or you could say even Southern Pacific Islanders who both have brown skin. Like I said, DNA wise. Yes, it was called Pangea, and I do believe probably at one time they probably were all together. And once they broke apart, those people were there. According to a lot of Native American tribes, they don't like the Bering Land Bridge theory because they feel like that is something that Europeans or the white man brought up, saying that, hey, y'all were the first ones to arrive here, which basically, in a way, denying them that they are native or indigenous. Remember, each different tribe thought of itself as a nation. They treated the other Native American groups as nations, just like the tribes and kingdoms in Africa. They treated the other groups as other nations and tribes. Same thing in Europe. Spain, France, England, they treated each other as nations, not as, oh, we're Europeans. Same thing in Asia. You have Arabs, You have the Persians, which is now Iran. You have the Mongols. You have India, the real India. They thought of themselves as nations. This is how they interacted with as nations. Unfortunately, when the Europeans arrived to America, they're treating all the Native Americans the same, and it's not. They should not. Okay? Hey, Tristan McGregor. All right? So I'm sorry to give y'all this little U.S. history, world history lesson, but I just need y'all to understand. I know that we believe in Black excellence. We're studying and learning more about Black history, but we need to make sure that we are not erasing the culture, the history of Native Americans, aka indigenous people of the Americas and the Caribbean, because we want to say, oh, we're not Black, we're not descendants of slaves, we did not come over here and translate slave trade, we're indigenous here. That's like in the late 1800s, early 1900s, when there was this whole nativist movement of white Caucasian men who started calling themselves natives so that they replaced the old natives. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay? All right? And the reason why I'm giving this little history lesson is because, yeah, someone please delete Constanza and Tricho. Hey, Muslim, glad to see you. Okay, but because this next part is what makes me upset.
Vasco Nunez de Gama. Go look him up. Go look him up. That European said when he showed up in the Americas, the Native Americans told him that the original people were African. Don't believe Dr. Umar. Go look up and see what the white man said who came here.
Okay, so Tristan, I'm going to address that. And that's what I'm thinking is white people like to hear it. Well, white racist people like to hear it. I don't want Black people to adopt their habits of doing that with Native Americans. Don't be heritage stealing from the Native Americans. There are Black people with Native American blood. They're not all of them. And I'm sorry, I disagree with people who are saying that, oh, we are Native and you don't have genetically and probably historically or culturally a verified Native existence, culture. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying, go find the white man. By the way, Vasco da Gama, I want to say Portuguese. He said that they said that there were Black people here already. Could he been talking about the explorers that showed up? Right? And since we always questioning primary sources and what people came to us about, maybe we should be questioning what Vasco da Gama said. And by the way, if I'm a Native American and I see a white man for the first time and he's coming over here and he's asking me and my fellow group, we don't know if he's an enemy or not. We haven't decided to treat his group like a nation or like an enemy or anything like that. And that man asks us, well, who got here first? You might tell him anything so that he can go away. Right? Would you be telling him the truth? I'm just saying. Okay, I'll be over there, Tripsy. Now, if you look at, someone said, if you look at the original Indian man, they all have African features. Okay. Let's, hold on. We're going to stop screen. Okay. So I just Googled earliest pictures of Native Americans. Okay, share screen. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take myself out. I'm gonna take this comment. Oh, you can stay there. Okay, so here we are. These are pictures. This is probably late 1800s. The camera came about around the time of the Civil War. And I say, okay, so this is 1853. Has the earliest photo of Native Americans. These are Cheyenne Indians, which means they're in Colorado. Okay. Yeah, that's the photographer. Wait, where's the picture? Oh, where's the picture of Native Americans are? Wait, where are the Indians? Okay. 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 Let's try this one more time. Okay. 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 That one says 1847. Let's say it before the Civil War. Okay, so let's go to and mind you, we're looking at black and white photos. Let me go back. Let me just go back to the top. All right. All right. Now, right? So this picture right here, obviously the man on the left is Native American. He does look darker than the white man to the right. Okay. Same here. Same here. But you must understand, there are different Native American groups, hundreds, probably thousands, from Alaska to South America. There's going to be some similarity, but there are also going to be different other things too. Some painted their bodies with tattoos. Some, because of the climate, are fair skinned. Some are darker. That does not mean that they were African. And if they were African, guess what? They were an explorer who intermarried with the tribe. And I have seen pictures of darker skinned natives, but they do not have the traditional African features. Okay? Like, can we just let Native Americans be Native Americans? Thank you. He keeps calling Aboriginal Australian Africans. The only Australian Africans are the ones who are African immigrants who moved there. Or ones who were part of the Afro-British. The Aborigines that lives there, they're not African. Okay. They're not African. They're part of the Polynesian, like I said, Southeast Asia, Pacific. Okay? You can even tell by their hair texture. It's not African. There's one group of Aborigines, all their hair is blonde. And they have light colored eyes with brown skin. Okay? It's just like black folks, please. Can we stop? That's it. Everybody need to take I'm sorry. I'm ready to hand out ancestry and DNA tests. 23andMe. Like, spit in this cup. We finna see. Okay, we finna see. All right. So let me stop. So I can get in a whole nother tangent, a whole nother discussion. We'll be here all night. And I need to go to bed because I gotta wake up in the morning. So let's go back to him, Branson.
Columbus was not the only European who said, quote unquote, Negroes were in the Americas. Negroes was in the Caribbean.
When I read Columbus,
oh yes, go look it up. They was using the word Negro at that time.
Wrong.
Yes. Columbus said he found Negroes in the Caribbean. Vasco Nunez de Gama
brought
said not only did he find Negroes in America,
to do the work
he
because
said
the natives
that the Native Americans told him that the original people were Africans. Don't believe me. Go do your research. But here's the problem you Pretendians are going to run into. Here's the problem you Pretendians are going to run into. If the original Americans were African and you are not African, that automatically means that you are a descendant of the red man. The red Native American, not the black Native American.
What?
See, the black Native American is the African, and they were here first. The black Native American.
Be offense, Jesus. Hey, Josephine. I'm going to say this again. Black people, African people, were not the original people here. They were explorers, just like Spanish or Portuguese, and also the Vikings. Can y'all understand that, please? Yeah, you can. And you also have to understand the more highly developed Native American tribes, like especially the ones in the South, a lot of them already practiced slavery before African slaves were introduced. When you get into North America and Canada, you have much more sparsely and less number of tribes, and a lot of them didn't have slavery. Some did, but not all. I actually read I think it was among the UT in Utah. This lady was like 1902. Her grandmother left her 2 UT slaves. And remember, slavery was over in 1865. The lady was like, what? What are you talking about? 2 slaves. That happened. No, he is wrong. He is wrong.
American was the African, and they were here first.
No,
the red man was not here first. The red man is the amalgamation of the Asiatics who came over, mixing with the original African.
Stop. See what I'm talking about? I told you. According to a lot of Native American traditions, their history, they were already here. And I have to say, especially with the history of European Americans trying to erase other cultures' history, I'm going to believe them. The ones, now that you have people who settled here, internal migration, and you probably was some migration from the Caribbean to like Veracruz. There probably was some from Southeast Asia to South America, and those who were in, the northern part of Asia to Alaska and Canada. But they got here first. They were either already here or they came here first. Everybody else from what was quote unquote the old world, Europe, Africa, Asia, were considered the old world. They came after the first Americans. Do y'all understand? Sorry, y'all listen to this man.
To make the red. So when you say I'm not African, you cannot be the original Native American. When you say I am not African, you cannot be the original Native American. You can't have it both ways.
They came before Columbia.
You are either African and you are the original Native Africans of America, because if you're telling me you're not African, you descend from the red man. So you are
But this is the thing, A Lady 747. I can, even though I don't have time now, I can gather primary resources. I can get secondary resources proving what I say is correct. Every time this Negro talk, he talking about go look it up for yourself. He never gives you a website, a book, an article, quote. If you are, I'm sorry, I've studied to be a historian as well as a history teacher. You gotta have evidence. Where do you get your sources from? Is the source reliable? Where did that source get their sources from? What was the culture at the time? Okay. What about translation, transliteration? Oh my goodness. It's infuriating. And then on top of that, when he says he got 6 degrees, unfortunately, that trumps whatever I say. Who has a bachelor's and a master's? But remember, he's a school psychologist. I'm not. Yes, correct, Bookaboo.
Descendant of the red natives, not the black native. So if you are descendant of the red native, you cannot be aboriginal. You cannot be aboriginal. You cannot be indigenous to America because the red Native American was not here first.
They were here first.
A mixture of the Asiatics and the original Africans. So which way do you want to play this? Which way do you want to play this? Are you a descendant of the original Africans of America? Or are you a descendant of the red people who are a mixed race group who are also of African DNA? Make up your mind. Make up your mind, Pretendians. Y'all got a lot of questions y'all need to answer now. Got a lot of questions y'all need to answer. Because you do know
you got a new jacket
European
how much it costs? Or did someone buy
anthropologists found skulls of African people in the Olmec. In the Olmec discoveries, there were skulls. Don't believe me. Go do your research. Everything I'm saying, go find it. If the Olmecs were not an African, and if the Olmecs were not in influenced by African, how in the hell did they find African skeletons in the same areas where they found the Olmec heads? Help me out. You want me to keep going? Let's keep going. How about in the pyramids of ancient Kemet, Nile Valley, Africa? In the pyramids of ancient Kemet.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do no more. It's triggering the hell out of me. And then he keeps saying, "Go look it up for yourself." You cannot tell somebody to go look it up for yourself and then don't give them like a place to start. And I'm sorry, any true historian or history teacher is going to give you a source so you can go look it up for yourself. If you notice, anytime that I put something in here and say something on here, I put a link or something. Okay? My goodness, this man is getting on my nerves. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. Oh, Jesus, be offense all around me every day. Okay, I'm gonna drop these two links in here. The one about young Pharaoh saying the Jew, saying Hitler was right. That man actually said that on TV. That Hitler was right about the Jews. Be ashamed of himself. Damn shame. And here's Umar, giving this Black history lesson all wrong. Get on my nerves, y'all. Y'all don't understand this. Ugh. I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna need to make sure I put them in the description too. Oh Lord! And who introduced him to Clubhouse? Tristan, what is your source? Where does Thank you, Sparkle, for that that link. Okay. The Olmec were African but settled in South America before Columbus. Your source, please. Book a book. I need a source. Dude, did you just say LOL Umar is your source? Tristan, go. Stop. Oh, Lord. Okay. My goodness. So, before I leave you, I definitely need Umar to go sit down. All the way down. Down. He needed 5152. You out there looking like a goddamn crackhead in front of an abandoned school. Trying to tell somebody some Black history. All wrong. And that's not even your what you went to school for. Make it make sense, sir. Put the beds in there. Put the beds in the chat. I need all three of them to go lie down. Yes, I do. And it's probably how, because of migration, they were able to settle into different parts. And then once they separated, those groups became isolated from each other. Down. All the way down. All the way down. Hit like, share, subscribe. I gotta hear it again. Go lay down. Tonya Brown, go lay down. Young Pharaoh, go lay down. Umar Johnson, all the way down. Yes, correct. But remember, the Asians, they went to one place and they turned around because they had all they needed. Same thing in Africa. They really didn't need to go exploring because they had all they needed. Europe lacked all what Asia and Africa had. That's why they were exploring. They were just trying to find a quicker way to Asia. Go lay down. All three. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. A little bit over 2 hours. Your very favorite history teacher. If you liked the content, please hit the Sisters Cash App. Please go subscribe to my dog Boy's channel. My name is Boy the Dog. I thought someone put the link in the chat earlier. Yeah. He's asleep over there on the couch now. He don't want no hugs. But I'll be hopefully want to get him to 100 subscribers so that I can have a dog live stream. What is his name? Gergio Saluklis. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that. That way I can look it up. Thank you for giving me a source, a place to start. If you also can subscribe to the channel, if you go to my description and you want one of these really cute mugs, you can also go to my Teespring shop. It's also in the chat as well. You also can join my membership. Okay. So thank you so much, Tristan, V to V, Muslim Sparkle, A Lady 747, Book. What else is in here? Sparkle. Thank you for Roxanne. Trip C's Treehouse. Josephine. The Chat Sector. Muslim. There was some other people here earlier. I think Miss NW50 was here. Angelica Diallo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Octavius Prime. Kelly G. Dog Cigar Mafia. Thank you, Mrs. VSNC09. Thank you so much for being here. So much. I appreciate you. Please check out Rimmel Mott's channel. Check out the other two videos I put in the channel as well. Okay. Also check out Snack Investigations because young Pharaoh owes $41,000 because he got seems like a payday loan from someone in New York, and he has defaulted, and they are suing him. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Please check out, shout out to the Sexy Toy Lady and No Real Show. Please check out the Sector News, NEWZ. Check out Speaking Truth for Roxanne. All right. They were on earlier. All right. Nappy Yankee as well. Also, some of the other mods you might see in the channel. Thank you, QT, for being here. Now, if you want to join me, follow me to Trip C's Treehouse. And I guess she's gonna go tell Brother Polite to go lay down. I ain't had time for him tonight. These three was on my mind. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. And I will see you in somebody's chat probably later this week. All right. Oh, check out my friend Daryl Moore on the Daryl Moore channel or Daryl's Free Speech tomorrow, Wednesday, I believe 8:30 p.m. I think it's gonna be 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I think. Okay. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Now I'm gonna go lay down and watch Trip C. You got anything to say, boy? He's asleep. He already laid down. All right. Bye.